have the strength, we have the energy, we have the zeal, we have the passion to keep on fighting for climate justice, to keep on mitigating climate change, to fight against environmental racism.
We need our government officials taking care of us because we are a part of the earth. We are a part of the earth, and in order to take care of the earth, we must take care of the earth that we are and the earth that we stand on. And we must take care of one another.
The world was not made for us, and we know it. We know it whether we're black, whether we're queer, whether we're a woman, whether, like, all of the identities we have been marginalized, most of us, from this system of extraction and of violence. And Power Shift Network is here to shift the power. Come together, build community, build love, fight the patriarchy and the white supremacism and the heterosexism and the cis-sexism and all of these systems that we need to end it. We're going to do it together. Thanks for being here, y'all.
Yeah!
When you fight for one thing, you inherently are fighting for all things. So when you are fighting for climate justice, you have to understand you are also fighting for economic justice.
The system of racial capitalism that we have has inherently affected our relationship to each other humans, and the natural and built environment.
Climate justice equals economic justice because capitalism, the system in which we currently operate as a society, is our common enemy. Fighting for climate justice means that in order to halt climate catastrophe, there must be a radical transformation of our current economic system. And that radical transformation must be our end goal.
And unless we can create an economic system that is regenerative and reciprocal and dismantles white supremacy, then we're bound to recreate the issues that we found ourselves with today.
Climate justice equals economic justice because economic justice gives us the power to fulfill our right to happy, fulfilled lives.
We need to have climate justice be synonymous with economic justice, with rights for people, with reparations, with indigenous futures. And I think unless these two things are intertwined, then we're going to find ourselves stuck in the jobs versus environment debate, which is not a binary that is true and not one that we need to uphold.
We know that we just can't talk about the water without talking about food insecurity, or how about housing, or public safety, and especially mental health. When you fight for one thing, you inherently are fighting for all things. So when you are fighting for climate justice, you have to understand you are also fighting for economic justice. Thank you.
Right now for climate justice. The revolution is right now. Having the demon as important right now. Having President Biden and his administration act right now. Have all 40 members of elected officials who are at this summit.
The Gulf Coast is not just part of Texas. It's part of Louisiana. It's part of Florida. But guess what? It's part of Mexico too. Down to the Yucatan. And they're putting pipelines running underneath the Gulf of Mexico. We're not here to have dominion over the earth. We're part of this creation, and we have to understand that.
We demand President Biden declare a national emergency and take executive action to stop all new fossil fuel and petrochemical project development. Symbolic and ritual death, but it's actually happening in our communities across this country and especially on the Gulf Coast. So we thank you for standing with us in unity and solidarity to bring that message home to this administration.